happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Tuesday afternoon. Very excited to be back inside the building, continuing to explore the latest new bangers from around the world. And we have got a wicked one to get into today. Brand new from Harmonize. This one goes by the name Amelowa. I have been told there is a language barrier on this one, so do be aware. I'm not going to be able to translate lyrically. We're here purely to assess the sonics of the tune, break down what's going on musically, and the kind of direction and storytelling that's going on in that sort of frame of mind. As always, friends, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into the sounds of this one. It's brand new. I mean, it dropped yesterday afternoon, so I'm excited to see how it sounds. Let's go. Drums are already wicked.
Iyo minamo uko nyuma yaliyo moyamo, binti wa magamo. Come closer and give me some more.
So right from the jump on this, I'm loving the percussion. I'm loving the way the drums sound. It has such a kind of vibrant, natural, kind of very organic bounce to it, which sounds really, really cool. A lot of shaker action going on, a lot of very kind of crunchy wooden instrumentation really leading the way. And then on top of that as well, you've got a very smooth introductory vocal from Harmonize. We haven't been reacting to as much Harmonize stuff recently, purely because the stuff tends to get blocked and he tends to release stuff that is over 4 minutes. So it's almost like sometimes it feels like a little bit of a waste of time because I don't want to upload the videos all completely chopped down if I can help it. But hopefully this one, as it's a little bit shorter, should be fine.
Kama tunda lilimshinda Adamu akashindwa kuvumilia. Sa kwa nini tuitane binamu, nina nyongo itatumbukia. Ulimi ukipitiliza unanimaliza. Mwenzako bado najiuliza, hivi ni kweli ama tunaigiza? Moyo mezama kwake bila yeye siwezi toboa.
That little guitar line running through the middle is great. That sort of do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't actually think it is a guitar, but it's some kind of plucked instrumentation, just kind of going do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Works really, really nicely. It's the kind of leading, consistent factor within the mid-range. On top of that, you've got a bass line down below, which is very clean. And again, the drums are such an interesting thing sonically because they're not like perfectly processed. They're quite clunky. They have this kind of natural, organic kind of shimmer to them, which works really, really well.
Zikanipanda hisia na nilipochuchumia maji yakatoka. Amelowa, amelowa, amelowa na mvua. Amelowa, amelowa, amenyeshewa na mvua. Mtoto amelowa, amelowa, amelowa na mvua.
What I really like is the way that percussion is combining with that sort of plucked instrument. They're almost working in unison. It's almost like there's a percussive line running directly underneath, or the actual instrument itself is very percussive. But it works. It fills the mid-range out really, really nicely. On top of that, you've got Harmonize going crazy with the vocal sections. Amelowa, 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 and it's just going up and down and up and down. It's oscillating so much, and it pulls you in. It does kind of have a very kind of, like, it feels almost like I'm watching a wave go up and down, and it pulls you in and then pulls you out and pulls you in and pulls you out. It makes you move, which is the most important thing.
Amelowa, amelowa, amenyeshewa na mvua. Ameniweka kwenye chupa ndo maana natamba.
I like the fact on this as well, they are giving room for the instrumental itself to breathe. They're allowing the instrumentation to kind of run riot and basically allowing it to be showcased for the kind of cool kind of thing it is. I really like this as an overall arrangement because it does definitely have a unique factor about it. Something that Harmonize has always been very good at least since we've been listening to him, is having this ability to kind of intertwine very organic elements with electronic elements and it still sound like they're supposed to be next to each other. He does it in such a clean way that from a listener's perspective, you don't even necessarily notice it unless you're looking for it. But this is a great example of that. Those drums and the kind of almost, I don't know, kind of almost aquatic texture to a lot of the instrumentation. That combined with the electronic sort of side of the vocal and the bass line down below just gives it this really unique sounding timbre, man. Really cool.
liduvali pamba hukakulyamba moyo mezama kwake bila yeye siwezi toboa mindo fundi wa raha zake na twanga na kukoboa alinikumbatia mkono wa kushoto kwenye gia.
And again, the way that he's kind of switching between different vocal lines is a very typical thing that Harmonize always does. He's very good at controlling the narrative with his vocal line, whether it be these more sort of choral sections that we're hearing here where they kind of dive in and kind of sweep down and move back up again, or whether it be the more sort of skippy vocal we heard a little bit earlier on. He has such a wide vocal range, and this tune is doing a great example of showing off those attributes from him. Bassline down below as well, very, very subtle, and you don't hear it most of the tune. It's just kind of there and it's working away, but when you listen to it, this is the section where it almost becomes the most potent, just kind of going just down in the lower end. Works really, really well.
Na nilipochuchumia maji yakatoka amelowa 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 na mvua amelowa amelowa amenyeshewa na mvua mtoto amelowa 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 na mvua amelowa amelowa amenyeshewa na mvua.
His vocal sounds great, man. When you're then coupling that with those, it's almost like clockwork instrumentation in the background. That's the word I've been looking for. Everything is kind of just ticking around and ticking and turning, but it's all working in unison very, very well. And that clunky kind of element to it almost adds to that feeling, which works really well. I've got to say, Harmonize's vocal on this has been fantastic. He's done so many different things, gone to so many different areas, and at no point has it seemed like he's putting too much down. And that's a really difficult thing to do. Again, apologies about any language barriers. I'm merely here to assess the sonics. If there's anything that if I'm missing context-wise, do let me know in the comments down below. I'm always keen to find out like translations and things like that. But there we go. We'll give this one, we'll let it run through to the end at this point and then give it our final breakdown. Very exciting stuff.
Alinikumbatia mkono wa kushoto kwenye gia zikanipanda hisia na nilipochuchumia maji yakatoka amelowa.
And there we go then, the sounds of Harmonize on this one, Amelowa. Great tune, and it's good to see Harmonize back in action once again. I love it when he's in this kind of zone where it's just about bounce, it's about vibrancy, it's about kind of fusing the organic and the electronic, and Harmonize is an absolute mastermind at doing that. His vocal on this, for me, is definitely the highlight, next to, I'd say, that sort of percussive layer, which is so kind of clunky, but also unique and interesting at the same time. It adds so much to the texture of the overall arrangement. But his vocal lines on this are fantastic, whether it be the sort of choral lines we heard over the chorus block, whether it be the more sort of skippy vocals we heard, whether it be him using the scales and going up and down them. This is a great example of what Harmonize can do when he's left to run riot, and this is a very enjoyable one. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this tune in the comments section down below. Is this what you want to hear from Harmonize? Are there any specific areas you'd like to hear him doing a little bit more? Do let me know in the comments down below. We read every single comment on the page, and I'm genuinely very keen to hear what you're saying about this one, because it is different, it is a bit unique, and I know there are a lot of Harmonize fans on this page that get on to me for not reacting to Harmonize stuff quick enough, so do let me know. For now then, we are going to round this one off here. As always, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turn your notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff, and we shall see you all next time, my friends. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.